Hi everybody, it's 2 o'clock on a Tuesday, and today I am using solar paste again. So I am creating this card using a 3D embossing folder, and then I also use the stencil for the flowers. So stay with me, and I'll show you how to make it. All right. I haven't fully recovered from Saturday doing all my videos. I sat down yesterday and I thought, oh my goodness, what am I going to make? And then Cindy sent me this idea, so I went with it. And I do love solar paste. Now I'm going to be doing a little different this time. I'm using the same colors, but I'm going to be and what I did was, before anything, I kind of banged them on the table like that so that I could get some in the lid, and I'll show you why. So I am using a dome. You could use a flat sponge, whatever. I'm not using a palette knife with this. So I'm going to take this off, and because I knocked it, I got some in the lid. So I'm just going to pounce on there. And this is the green. So, and I'm just going to swirl this in a few spots. All right, I think that looks good. And then I'm going to take a cloth and I'm just going to wipe it off. And I'll put the lid back on. Now, because I'm doing such a thin layer, it's going to dry nice and fast. Now I'm taking my purple, pouncing it in the lid. And then I'm just going to swirl this on. And I'm going to go over the green like so. All right. And then I'm going to wipe that off. And then the last one that I'm going to use, I just have the 3 colors. I'm not going to open up another one. And if I did, I would use the yellowy gold one. Pounce in that. And we'll put this on. This is like a pinky. All right. So there we go. So you can see on the black paper how it's really taken a beautiful shine. Add a bit more pink. All right. All right, I'm just going to set that aside and let it dry. Get the edges there. And then I'll be putting it through with my embossing folder. All right. Now, I'm just going to clean that up. It does dry very quickly on your mats and whatnot, so you need to wipe them off right away. Okay. Put the lid on that. Now, I'm going to take another black piece of paper, and I'm going to put it on here. And I'm going to take a stencil. Now, this stencil is from the Pink Brush, my favorite flowers. And it's called You're the Best. And you've seen me use these many times. Okay. So I could actually stamp over that after. Never thought of that. All right. So I'm going to put this up here. I think I can put that in the corner. No, I'm just going to move this over to about here. I don't want my paper to move. So I'm just going to add some tape. Okay. All right, so now I'm going to put this in the corner, and I am going to add purple. And again, I'm just using the lid and my sponge. And I'm going to take my stencil and I'm just going to go over top. Okay. Oops. So there's that one. And I'll put my lid on it. And then I'm just going to dry this. And it's going to dry really fast because it's such a thin layer. All right, next I'm going to take some leaves. And I'm going to find where it says 2. So we'll put that up there. And now I'll take my green. Wipe this one off. Dip it in. And now I'm going to add my leaves. Okay. Take it off. Now don't worry about that because I'm going to be cutting it out. All right, next stencil is this one. And this one is 4. That's this one. 5. So it's this one. So I'll put that here. And I'm going to add some pink. Let's just take a peek. Maybe I'll add some pink on here just to give it a different look. Let's see what that does. Oh, it kind of smudged it. But that's not a problem because I'm just going to do that again in the purple. All right. Okay. So we've got some pink flowers going on there. Now we're going to add some green. Stencil 4. So you could put solar paste on your paper, let it dry, and then die cut it. So that would look nice as well. But I just thought I'd try stenciling with it. And there we go. There's my flowers. Now the last thing is these little centers. And I'm going to do these. I should probably dry that in between. So I'm just going to add a little bit of pink. And there we go. Okay, so there's my flowers. All right. Now I would take this and wash it. Okay. So I would definitely take that and wash it. I'm just going to take this off. And I'm just going to let it dry for a minute. And while it's drying, I'm going to clean up, because if I don't clean up, I'll be in trouble.
You done with these?
Yeah, Cindy's going to go clean them up for me. Here, do you want to wash this off too? Thanks. Yeah, it dries really fast. Okay. So there they are. Now, I was thinking I could stamp over top of this and see what it looks like. I don't know. What do you think? Just leave it. It's kind of cool that you can do the stenciling with it. And it's nice and shiny. Look at that. And then this one is dry. Okay, so this one I'm going to put in my embossing folder. And this is the one I've been using lately. I love it. And it's a 3D embossing folder. And look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Looks so cool. Okay, and now I'm going to take this one and I'm going to cut it out using the die. You've seen me use this one. I've done it many times with the blue flowers. But like I said, if you had die cut flowers, you could just cut them out of something like I just did. Using the little sponge gives you a very thin layer, so it dries very fast. Now I just had I can lose things so quickly. I just had it. And then we have our flowers. All right. There it is. All right, so here we have, now I'm going to trim this down. It is very beautiful. So I'm just going to trim this down to 3 3/4 by 5. All right. All right. So I have a black card base because I thought it looked best on black. And so I'm going to, this is a 4 by 5 1/4 mat in silver paper, and we do have Silver Mary paper in stock. And then I'm going to put this on. So this is that smaller one. And always 3D folders seem to stay best with, which way do I want it? I think I like it like that, with liquid glue for me. Okay. So it really doesn't take long to make these cards. You would think it would take longer, but it doesn't. All right, and then I cut on a circle frame, and I'm just going to glue it in place. And I cut this out of the silver. I thought the silver looked best on here. Okay, and now I'm going to put on I'm going to cut some of this foam tape, and I'm going to put on my flowers. Put that one there. So if you do this, maybe, I don't know if the ink would stay that. You might have to use StazOn ink. I think you would. These are my new scissors. So one of the first cards I did was a stencil, and I did it on white paper, and that was very attractive. And then I did some solar paste on the weekend, and I did titles, which was cool. And I'm going to put that one here. And then I'll put this one here. There we go. And there it is. It's very pretty. Now, for a sentiment, on Saturday, I did sentiments, and I stamped this on black paper, and I heat embossed it with white. Okay, so now I'm just going to find those. And then I got all of these on of the one because this die cuts them all out. Now, Cindy's reordered all of these. So I can put cheers to you right there. Doesn't that look nice? So I will put that with foam tape. So I'm just going to put that. I think I'll put it about here. Nah. Or should I put it right across? Okay, it's going there. Cheers to you. And then on the inside, I'm going to put a 4 by 5 1/4 piece of white cardstock. And that'll be for the personal sentiments, since I have a black card. And there we go. There's my card. It is beautiful. I love it. So this one says celebrate.
Okay, you banged something when you moved the card.